Hi there, welcome back. In this video I will be showing you how to design this website in Figma, and I will be covering different topics in this video, so make sure to watch till the end. And yep, let's get into the video. Okay, so let's get started. Before designing this website, I have copied all the images and the icons that I have used in the finished project into this Figma design folder. Okay, and I have used these icons. And I will leave link to these icons in the description of the video so you can download it. Okay, so first thing that I'm going to do is to select a frame. Okay, and then I'm going to create the grid. So this will be 12 column grid. The gutter space between the column is going 26 and the margin is going to be 150, and I'm going to decrease the opacity to something like this. And then I'm going to select the text. This will be my logo, and the font that I have used in the finished project, which is this one, which is Red Hat display. So I'm going to use this font. Okay, so this font is known as Red Hat display. Okay, then I'm going to increase the size to something like 28. Okay, I'm gonna move it to like this, and then I'm going to duplicate this. Okay, and the weight is going to be medium, size is going to be 16. So this is going to be my navigation links. It's going to be home. I'm going to duplicate it. This is going to be services. So I'm going to select these two and make it to auto layout. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this. This is going to be services features. And testimonial log. This is going to be testimonials, blog, and finally contact. Okay, so I'm going to push these nav links to this site. Okay, and then I'm going to select the logo and the nav links and make it to center, and I'm gonna select as a frame. I'm gonna call it navigation bar. Okay, and then I'm going to locate this navigation bar, and then I'm going to draw a frame like this. So this will be my hero section. Okay, so I'm gonna select this frame. Okay, and I'm gonna click on the fill, and then select on the image, and I'm gonna select this image. Okay, and I'm gonna drag it to below the navigation, and the color for the navigation is going to be white. Okay, and this is the hero section, so I'm going to rename it to hero. And then I'm going to draw a rectangle like this for the overlay. Okay, and I'm going to give it a linear gradient. Okay, so I'm going to copy the color for that I have used. So this is the color that I have used. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it right here. This will be the first color, and this will be the second color. Okay, so we have our overlay, and I'm gonna reduce the opacity to something like 85. Okay, and then I'm going to copy this heading text. I'm gonna paste it right here. This will be in the center. Something like this, and the line height is going to be 64. Okay, and I'm gonna copy the text, and then I'm gonna paste the text right here. I'm gonna decrease the width. It's looking good. Okay, and the line height for the text is going to be 160, and the size is going to be 16. So then I'm going to design this button. So I'm gonna select a text. Okay, get started. Okay, and the weight for the button is going to be medium. Okay, I'm gonna select it and click on the auto layout. It will be in the center, and the padding top is going to be 14 and 22, and I want this button to be the linear gradient. The background should be the linear gradient. So as you can see, I have used this outline button, so you can use it, but I think linear gradient, the background will be looking good for this button. So I'm gonna select linear. Okay, this will start from the left. Let's go to the right. Okay, the first color is going to be this blue color, sorry, this color. The other one is going to be this color. Okay, and I'm going to save this color to my style. I'm gonna call it gradient. Okay, and I'm going to give it the border radius of like this. Okay, awesome. So our hero section is ready, so I'm gonna select this. Space is going to be 16. Select the button and the text. The space is going to be 24, which is looking good. I'm gonna select all of these and make it group, and this will be in the center of the hero. Awesome. So now I'm going to design our service section. Okay, I'm gonna say our services. The font weight is going to be bold, and I'm gonna remove the line height, and the size is going to be 44, heading 1. Okay, and the color is going to be this color. Okay, and I'm gonna save it to my style. This is going to be dark. Okay, and then I'm going to draw a rectangle like this. It will be in the center. The height is going to be 4, and I'm gonna give it a color of gradient. Okay, and I'm going to copy this text. Okay, and I'm gonna paste it right here. This will be something like this. Okay, so I'm gonna increase the height to something like 6. Select this, and it will be make it to the center. I think 6 is a little bit 4 is okay. I'm going to decrease the width to something like this, 70. Okay, and I'm going to select all these, and the space is going to be 16. This will be our services. I'm gonna make it to frame. This will be section intro. Okay, and the color is going to be this dark color. Now I'm going to design the services card, the services card. Okay, so I'm going to open the image, select this image. I'm gonna place it right here, and then I'm gonna select, I'm gonna press the K. Okay, so it will scale from the both side. So this will gonna cover 4 column space. Okay, and I'm gonna place an icon. Okay, so the icons that I have used, I already have copied, so I'm gonna go to the individual folder, and I'm gonna select all these icons, and I'm gonna drag it to this frame, this design file. I'm gonna leave it here. Okay, so then I'm going to select it a frame. This will be my icons. Okay, I'm going to rename it to home. Okay, so these are the icons that I will be using. So I'm going to select some of the icons. So I'm going to duplicate by holding Alt, and then I'm going to drag it like this, and then I'm going to use these some of the icons. So for example, this one and this one, and I'm going to select these icons. I'm going to move it to this frame. Okay, so I'm going to select this icon. Okay, and click on the auto layout by Shift A. Okay, I'm going to give the width and height to 80 to 80. This will be in the center. Okay, oops, okay, the center, and I'm going to give it a background color of gradient color, and the icon color is going to be white. So I'm going to save this white color to my style as well. Okay, and the border radius is going to be 100, and I'm going to move this to here. Okay, and I'm going to call it to icon. Okay, and then I'm going to say, I'm going to give it a title, web designing, and the font weight is going to be bold, size is going to be 18. Okay, and the color is going to be the dark color, and I'm going to copy, I'm going to select this text, and I'm going to drag it to here. I'm going to set the width to something like this. I'm going to remove some text. Okay, select this text. I'm going to make it to auto layout. This will be in the center, and the space is going to be 8. Okay, select this and all these, and I'm gonna select it to a frame. This will be my service card. Okay, so now I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, so I'm gonna move this icon to this, and I'm gonna remove this one. select this one, and the color is going to be white for the icon, and you can rename this title to some other service name, for example graphic designing, and I'm going to duplicate it one more time by Control D. Okay, and I'm going to drag this icon to here. I'm going to remove this one. Oops. I'm going to remove this one, and the color for this is going to be white. I'm going to rename this service to okay, and I'm going to change the images. I'm going to select this image and click and then choose image. This will be this image. I'm going to select it and I'm going to change the image, which is pretty simple, huh? And I'm going to select this one. So make sure this the space between these icon is 26. Okay, so I'm going to select the service card. I'm going to select on the frame. This is going to be services. I'm going to select the intro section, so I'm going to reduce the space. It's going to be 12 is looking good, and I'm going to select both these, and the space between the intro section and the services card is going to be 60. I think 40 will be enough. Yeah, 40. And I'm going to select this. I'm going to select a frame. It's going to be services section. Okay, and let me design this watch our video section. So I'm going to increase the height. Okay, I'm going to turn off the grid for now, and I'm going to copy this hero section, duplicate. I'm going to move it to here. Okay, and I'm going to remove this the text. Okay, and I'm also going to decrease the height to something like this, and I'm going to duplicate the intro section. Oops, I'm going to duplicate this, and the color, I'm going to change the dark color to white. Nice. So I'm going to rename it to watch our video. Okay, and I'm going to design this play button, and I'm going to rename it to video. Okay, so I'm going to select a frame. Okay, I'm going to drag it like this. Okay, and I'm going to give it a stroke. Stroke is going to be white, width is going to be 2, and the border radius is going to be something like this. Okay, and then I'm going to draw a polygon, change the color to white, and I'm going to, by holding shift, and then I'm going to rotate it like this and make sure to the center. Okay, so this is going to be play button, and then I'm going to select the intro and the play button. Yeah, 24 is looking good, and then I'm going to select these two and make it a group, so it will be vertically center. So as you can see, when I drag the video section like this, so this stays at the top. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this and click on the center and then center. So now you will see it will stay in the center. Okay. Yep. Now I'm going to design the feature section. So I'm going to increase the width, something like this. I'm going to duplicate the intro section by holding Alt and then drag it like this. This will be our features. Okay. So I will adjust the space between this section later. So I will design it first. Okay, this will be at the top. So I'm gonna turn on the grid. Okay, I'm going to use some of the icons. So these are the icons. So I'm gonna drag it this one. Oops. Make sure to select the icon, this one. I'm going to select this one and this one. And this one, and I'm going to select one more. Select the browser. Yep, I'm going to select these icons and move these icons to this landing page. So where are the icons? Wait, I did something wrong. What happened to the icons? Oh, so I'm gonna Control Z. So I'm gonna click on the icons and then click on the plugins and click on the quantizer. So I moved all these icons to the one place, so that is my bad. So quantizer is gonna help us. So I want 30 column, space is going to be 30 by 30. There you go. Okay, so that's a little bit trick right there. So what I did there, I select all these icons and I think I move it like this. Okay, so yep. So I'm gonna select these icons, click on the quantizer, and I want to create 10 column, and the space between these icon will be 30 column gap. Okay, so quantizer is a nice plugin. So I'm gonna select some random icons, select the browser, video, and I'm gonna select I think some of the icons that I have deleted. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna delete this and then I'm going to again drag these icons. Okay, I'm gonna drag it again. So I think I have deleted some of the icons mistakenly. So I'm gonna select it, make it a group. This will be icons. Select the quantizer plugin. You can install this plugin by going to Figma community and search for quantizer. I want to create 10 column. Space is going to be 30 by 30. Okay, so yeah, I have deleted some of the icons, so my bad. So I'm going to grab some of the icons. I'm gonna drag it here to this frame. Okay, so I'm going to increase the height to, so make sure to click on this constant proportion, and I'm going to increase the height to 44, I think 56. Okay, and then select the selection color to be the primary, give it a title. So this you can give it the feature title, like what is the feature, what are the features. So I'm gonna say responsive 18, and the color is going to be the dark color. I'm going to select this paragraph text. Oops, I'm gonna reduce the text to like this. Okay, and then I'm going to select the text. Space is going to be 12. Okay, and I'm going to select this icon. It's going to be 32, and the space between the title and the heading is going to be 12. I'm going to select these. Okay, I'm going to make it auto layout, and the text is going to be in the center. Select these and click again on the auto layout. It will be in the center, and the width is going to be fixed. Okay, so I'm going to rename it to feature box. So these are the icons that I have moved to this home landing, so I'm going to delete that. So I'm going to duplicate this. Okay, so I'm going to select another icon. Select this icon, this one. Oops. This one, and this icon, and one more. I'm going to select this one. This one. So I'm going to select these icons. Okay, and auto layout, and I'm gonna drag it to this frame. Okay, and I'm gonna lock these icons for now. So I'm gonna select this one, I'm gonna drag it to there. Okay, I'm gonna remove this one, select this one, and the height is going to be 56. Color is going to be gradient. Again, I'm gonna duplicate this one. Okay, I'm gonna select this icon, I'm gonna drag it here, and I'm gonna change the color to this one, and the height is going to be 56. Remove that one. I'm gonna duplicate this one. So I'm gonna change the color for all of these to the gradient color. Select this icon and drag it here, remove this one, and the height is going to be 56. Duplicate this one, select this icon, move it to here, and the height is going to be 56. Duplicate it one more time. Okay, I'm going to select this icon, move it to here, remove this one, and the height is going to be 56. It's going to be 56. Okay, I'm going to select all these icons and then click on these dots. 26 horizontally, and vertically is going to be something like this, 52. Okay, then I'm going to select all these icons, make it a group, your features. Oops. So I'm gonna duplicate the intro section. Okay, this will be our features. Select this, and the space is going to be 40. Okay, so now I'm going to select the intro and the features. I'm gonna select a frame. This will be features. Okay, so make sure. Oops, what happened to the video section? I don't know what happened to the video section. I think I have deleted the video section. Oops, here it is, the video section. Click on the frame. This will be features. Okay, so feature section is ready. I'm going to design this counter section. So I'm gonna increase the height, duplicate the video section, and move it to the top. Rename it to counters, and it will be at the bottom. Increase the height. So I'm gonna remove this. Okay, I'm gonna increase the height, and I'm going to change the background image for the video. Select the counter, and this is going to be okay. Now I'm going to copy the icons. So I'm going to move it to this frame for now. I will be using the video, mobile, responsive. So I'm gonna search for that icon. Where is that icon? This one. Yep, this one, and that one. I'm gonna drag it to this frame. Okay, and the trophy icon. So I'm searching for the trophy. Where is that icon? So I'm going to use another icon. I'm not finding. Okay, so I will be using these icon. I'm going to move this icon to here. Okay, now I'm going to lock the icons. The color is going to be white for these icons. Okay, so the first one says happy clients. I'm going to turn on the grid for this one. Oops, I didn't save the grid, so I'm going to save it. This is going to be grid. I'm going to turn off the grid, select the counter, and then click on the grid. Okay, this will say like we have these amount of happy clients, and the size is going to be something like this, 28. Okay, and the size is going to be 16 regular. Four, and this is going to be 16. Yeah, 18 is looking good. Select these icons. Okay, I'm gonna make it frame. Okay, this frame will cover 3 column space. Okay, everything will be in this center. Oops, text. Okay, and it will remain in the center of the frame. This will be our counter. So I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, and I'm going to remove this icon. I'm gonna move it to that frame. Okay, apps designed. Okay, oops, I'm gonna drag it like this and duplicate it one more time, and I'm gonna change the icon. Remove this one, move to that frame, it will be at the top, and I'm gonna move it to here. I'm gonna remove that one, select this video icon, and move it to the top. 12 million plus. Pictures taken. Okay, so I'm gonna select this, and Okay, so our contour section is ready, so now I'm gonna select all the contours, and this path is going to be 26. Select a group, it will be in this center. Okay, so our contour section is ready. Okay, so now I'm going to design testimonial. Okay, it's going to be pretty simple. Select the intro section title. Okay, I'm going to rename it to okay, and I'm gonna increase the height of the main frame, turn on the grid, so I'm gonna select a circle. Okay, it's going to be 75. Okay, and then I'm going to select a text, name, name of the person, and company name. It's going to be 14, and the font weight is going to be regular. Okay, so I'm gonna select these two, make it auto layout, and the text color is going to be dark. Create an auto layout for this one as well, and the space is going to be 24. I think 24 is a bit, yeah, 18 is looking good. And then I'm going to draw a line, something like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna copy the text from there, and then I'm going to paste the text to here. Color is going to be dark. Okay, select these two and make it auto layout. Okay, the width is going to be fixed, and then we have these stars. So I'm going to select the star. It's going to be 22. Border radius is going to be 1. I'm going to duplicate this. Select all the stars, make it to auto layout. Okay, 4 is looking good, and the color is going to be the gradient color. Okay, now I'm going to select the stars and this, make it to auto layout. Okay, and the width is going to be fixed. It's going to fill container. Okay, and I'm going to select this line and reduce the opacity to something like this. Okay, and I'm gonna turn off the grid. Okay, and I'm going to select the line. It's going to be fill container, and select the text, also going to be fill container. Okay, so now I'm going to give it the background color of white, and give it a shadow. Okay, click on the effect, and then the blur is going to be 16. and the opacity is going to be 12. Okay, and you can save the shadow style as well, so I'm gonna call it shadow, and I'm going to give it the padding top is going to be 32 and left and right 28. Okay, so this is going to be our review. Select this and reduce the space to something like 16, 18, and the space is going to be 24 between these. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, and then I'm going to change the name, color, and the company name. So I'm using a plugin which is known as content reel, so I'm gonna select that plugin. So now I'm going to select circle and click on the image. So as you can see, we have these different kinds of images. I'm going to select this one. Okay, so I have selected this circle. I'm going to select this one. So as you can directly select any frame or anything like circle or rectangle by holding control and then click on that thing. So I'm going to select this one. I'm going to change that one. Okay, select this one. Okay, now I'm going to change the name. Click on the text, and here is the full name, and you can select this text by holding control and then click on that, and then click on the full name, company. So this will be company, full name, and company. Select full name, click on the company, awesome. So now I'm going to select all these reviews. Okay, I have selected, and click on these dots. Vertically space is going to be 26 as well, and then I'm gonna make it a group, show to the center, and the space is going to be 40. I'm gonna select it and rename it to reviews or testimonial. Okay, so now I'm going to design our blog section. So I'm going to increase, I'm going to duplicate this. This will be our blog post. I'm going to turn on the grid, select a rectangle. I'm going to drag it like this. So I'm going to use the same images that I have used for the services I'm gonna select that. Okay, this will be our blog image, and then I'm going to this blog has been posted in category web design at the date of 12 December 2022, and the size is going to be 14 regular, and the color is going to be dark color. So this will be like an anchor tag. Color for this is going to be the gradient. Move it like this. This will be the title. So I'm gonna reduce some text. Okay, and color is going to be dark color, and the size is going to be 18, bold. Okay, it's going to be 12, and 8. Okay, select this image, click on the frame. It's going to be blog post, and I'm going to duplicate this. And duplicate it one more time. Select the image, and I'm going to change the image to this one, and I'm going to select that image. Okay, so our blog post is ready. So I'm going to select these, select a group. This will be blog post. Space is going to be 40. This will be our blog post, or you can call it blog, simple. Okay, so I'm gonna you can select the blog and click on the auto layout. Okay, and this will be in this center, so I want to give some space, and I want the background color to be a bit light. Okay, the width is going to be fixed. It will gonna cover 1440, and the padding top is going to be 80, and it is going to be 1440. Okay, and the color is going to be a little bit lighter. Okay, just like this, and I'm gonna turn on the grid for now. Okay, and then I'm going to design our contact us section and a footer. So I'm going to duplicate this section counter, so I'm going to rename it to contact. I'm going to move it to the top. It will be at the bottom, and increase the size. Okay, so I'm going to remove these icons. select the intro title. I'm going to duplicate and move it to here, and the text is going to be white. Okay, get and in touch. Okay, so I'm gonna create a contact us form. So I'm gonna duplicate the button, which is this button, and I'm gonna move this button to here. Okay, so I'm gonna create the input field, select a frame, so cover 3 column space, so the height will be 54. I'm gonna give it a border color of white. Okay, I'm gonna full name. Okay, it will be in the center, and from the left side it's going to be 18. Select this and make it to auto layout, so we'll cover 3 column space. It's going to be input, you can rename it. Okay, I'm going to duplicate it one more time. Email address, so I'm going to select this one and drag it here. This will be subject. I'm going to duplicate it one more time. I'm going to drag it like this. This will be message, and I'm going to rename this to send message. The button will be in the center. Select these two, make it a group. Okay, so yep, it will be in the center as well. So I'm going to select the input and the button, and the space is going to be 24. Select it and make it a group. I'm going to call it form. Select the intro and the title is going to be 40. I'm going to select it and make it a group. This will be in the center. So I'm going to increase the height. Okay, it will be in the center, and then I'm going to design a footer. It's going to be pretty simple. This is going to be copyright text. So I'm going to copy the copyright text. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to use the social icons. So hold Control and then press P and search for box icons. So if you did not install the plugin, so it will not appear in this search box. So the first thing that you have to do is to install this plugin. So I'm going to search for some social icons like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Dribble, Google, for example. And I'm going to select all these icons, hit control, hold control and then press, hold control and then press A. Space is going to be 8. Now I'm going to select a frame. I'm going to drag it like this. And then click on the fill color. It's going to be the gradient. Oops. Okay, it will be here. Here is the footer, so it's going to be footer. I'm gonna move this to the footer and the copyright text also in the footer. So I'm gonna select the footer and change to white. It's going to be white as well. Okay, so I'm going to increase the height a bit, something like this. Make sure it stays in the center. I'm going to click on this. Okay, so I think the width for these input fields are a bit small, so you can increase the width. So it is now covering 3 column space. I think 4 column will be enough, or 4 column will be looking good. So yeah, you can do that if you want to, but I think it is looking good. So now I'm going to turn off the grid. Okay, and our website is ready now. I'm going to adjust the spacing between these. Okay, so you can select this will be in the hero section as well, navigation bar. So I'm going to select all these and then click on the tidy up. Okay, and you can just give a space like 80 pixel. So 80 pixel will be space will be between all these sections. So yep, that's it. So I don't want the space between the footer and the contact us section. Okay, so our website is now ready, and I don't want the space between this one, so I'm gonna move it to here. Okay, so finally we have finished our website design in Figma, and I will be converting this design to a Bootstrap website, so make sure to watch that video as well. So yeah, I will be uploading more videos. So I was a little bit busy, so that's why I did not upload any video. So yep, so now you can create you can export this as a PNG, JPG or SVG or PDF. So when I present this landing page and using Chrome, so the frames or everything is broken. So I don't know why it is not working in my case in the preview in Chrome. So I have checked this in Firefox. So in Firefox that is working perfectly fine. So now I'm going to export this as PNG. So now it is exporting. So now our website has been exported. Okay, so as you can see, she's looking very cool. Wow, it is looking amazing, isn't it? Pretty awesome. So yep guys, that's it for this video, and like I said, I will be converting this design to a Bootstrap website, so make sure to watch that video as well. So if you find this video helpful, so please make sure to like it and comment as well. And if you have any question or something, so you can ask freely. And the other thing is, make sure to subscribe as well, so that will help me a lot. So yep guys, thank you for watching, and yep, see you in the next video.